Hey everyone, I'm pretty excited for the upcoming update. It is called the Garden of the Witch, and there's a few things coming that got me really excited. So I'm going to explain the things that are coming, and then I'm going to show you guys some builds that I'm going to be running in the event. I think it'll get the creative juices flowing for a lot of the hunt community as well. Try to give you guys some fun ideas, things to try out, and things that I'm going to be trying out that sound like a blast to me. So a couple things coming with Garden of the Witch would be a Bolt Thrower. A trait in the game is going to be affecting Bomb Launcher and Bomb Lance. All right. So it's going to be affecting both of those weapons. It's going to make them reload a little bit faster, which means you can output a lot more chaos into the world with Bomb Lance and Bomb Launcher. It's going to be a blast. But then they're also bringing out fast fingers for the Martini and for the Maynard. So this is the Maynard and this is the Martini. This is the riposte. But for both those weapons, for anyone who doesn't know, these are some of my favorite weapons in the game. So there's a ton of different builds I've been trying in the past, even with how slow they are and stuff, and having a decent time with. But those builds are going to get even better. So I'm going to be giving you guys 5 builds that I'm going to be trying out in Garden of the Witch. They all seem like a really good time. Might make some tweaks, obviously, when the content drops and stuff. But for the most part, this is what we're looking at. I'm going to go from the builds that have me the least excited to the builds that have me the most excited. The classic right here. This is one of the classics. The reason why it doesn't have me excited too much, it does have me excited, but not as much as the others, is I've run this build in the past quite often. With trios, it's actually a menace, and I think legitimately if you're playing on a team, it's a really good build. If you're playing solo, it struggles a little bit because it just doesn't have the uptime. You only fire a couple things, no real game enders. Generally speaking, your goal here with this build is you have your Bomb Lance with waxed frag charges. For anyone who doesn't know, most things get put out by choke bombs, most explosives. So if someone throws a grenade and it gets choked, boom, grenade gone. The only thing that does not get put out by choke bombs is waxed. Waxed frags, waxed dynamite, anything that's waxed will still stay lit even in choke bombs. There's a lot of people who don't know that, and so you take advantage of it, lack of knowledge. But on top of it, the choke bombs actually act as like a depth charge to figure out exactly where they are, and then they can't do anything about the explosions coming in because we got the hand crossbow with the choke bombs. So you launch the choke bombs at whatever building they're in, whatever side of the corner. It's a great for finding camping shotgunners. You just keep launching choke over and over again to find out where they're at, locate them, and then you start launching wax frags at them. With an increase of how often you can get the wax frags out, I think it's going to be pretty insane. I think it's going to be really good. Trios running this is going to be nasty, especially for those who don't know. You can take out the Bomb Lance and put in the Bomb Launcher, and the Bomb Launcher actually launches faster already with the wax frags. So Bolt Thrower, Bomb Launcher, wax frag with choke bolt spam, absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. Highly recommend checking it out at least. If you're a solo only player or you play duos, it's not as good. You kind of need a lot of explosions and a lot of ammo boxes to really make the most of it. We bring the spear here because you don't really have a way to kill people without hitting them twice, generally speaking, with the wax frag, unless somebody taps them beforehand. The choke bombs don't really kill. You can kill with a headshot if you hit them directly in the head, but it's really tough to do, man. So I would say we have the throwing spear and the penny shot dairy for stopping power, and then we have the quad derringer for the longer range engagements. You really don't want to be engaging past like 30 to 50 meters anyways. So the Derringer is kind of for those 30-meter fights. It's honestly better than most people think. That said, this build very much relies about getting into a building, like either the boss building or there's a team already camping the boss building and you're attacking from like the buildings surrounding it. So it's very compound fight heavy build. So like I said, that's the number 5 build. Um, it has me excited, but I've already run it before and already had fun with it. So it's not something new, something super fresh to me. But I'd recommend trying it out because it's a lot of fun. Number 4 on the list is going to be a Martini and bomb launcher. So this one's just kind of getting back to basics. The last one we did had a very like strategic plan on exactly what it's going to be doing. This one is just hit your shots. You got a close range weapon, you got a long range weapon. Both of them are getting buffed. This is getting buffed by bolt thrower. This is fast fingers. This does a ton of damage, 143 damage, monstrous hit. It's long ammo as well, so it pens really well. Very, very good weapon, and it's going to be increasing in speed, fire rate wise, come the update. So mainly, you're using it for its heavy ass damage and damage carry. Then we're bringing Dragon Breath on the bomb launcher to either one, make people panic. You light them on fire, they're running around trying to put out the fire and stuff, and it makes it easier to line up the shot for the Martini Henry. Or to stop people that are trying to rush you, like you're shooting with the Martini, boom, 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 and then someone's flanking you or sneaking up behind you, or all 3 people in a trio are pushing you, you know, solo-ish build. It kind of gives you an answer for everything. You can contest people at long range, you can contest people at short range with the steel ball ammo, and then you have a combo where you can light someone on fire and then tap them with this a minute or 2 later and it'll still kill, because this surprisingly does a ton of burn damage. Like I said, there's nothing crazy about this build, but everything about it's getting buffed. So if you like these weapons, check it out. Moving on to my third slot build that I'm going to be trying is going to be Bomb Lance Bomb Launcher. So as you can see, there's a ton of waxed frags, hard to stop. We got choke bombs on the side this time instead of bringing them as a hand crossbow variant. So they're not as spammable, but generally speaking, you got the explosive spam here. You bring 1 steel ball to stop the people that, you know, are flanking you and you're not able to get the shots off because you're reloading or something. So this allows you just some stopping power, but you still got a ton of whack spam. It's very close to double frag bow, but chokes can't stop it. I'm gonna try it out. It may not be the most fun, you know, build in the world, we'll see, but it's definitely something I'm looking forward to right now, and then we'll see how it plays. Moving on to my second most anticipated build is going to be Dragon's Breath all the way down. We're bringing lots of fire. I bet you guys have seen some variants of this in the past. I used to rock Terminus Dragon Breath with hand crossbow firebolts. A lot of fun, good time. But I wanted to try it with Bomb Launcher, and I'll probably end up trying it with Bomb Lance too, depending on how fast the fire rate is of Bolt Thrower, like how much it enhances those weapons. So it'll be interesting to try, and it's always fun burning people out, right? So if you like causing people insane amount of trauma in their Hunt Showdown experience, this is a good way to do it. They will get, generally speaking, the people that load into whatever lobby you're loading into, whether you win or lose, are going to be pissed off at you. So it's a very trolly kind of build, but it's also pretty effective. I've used just Terminus Dragon Breath by itself and then had, you know, a regular pistol or something, and I've legitimately burnt people out on their first death. So I light them on fire, they go around the corner, they try to put it out. I come around the corner, I light them on fire some more, they go around the corner, try to put it out. I light them on fire and kill them, and they're permad. All right, that's just Terminus Dragon's Breath, where they're red skulled. And you increase the amount of fire going on there, it happens even quicker. Like if you're able to hit people around corners, that's what these are for. If you have levering, all that kind of stuff, it's going to be nasty. So highly recommend checking it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun way to play. It's a troll way to play. Same with some of my other builds on this list, but I tend to enjoy that kind of playstyle where someone's rocking Mosin Dolch, they think they got the best weapons in the game, and then someone comes around with a Dragon's Breath Termi slash bomb launcher combo and ruins their entire plan. Most anticipated build for Garden of the Witch. This build, you'll probably see me running it the most, and I would say it's probably the most meta build that I'm going to be running, would be this one. We're going to be running Maynard Sniper with High Velocity and Dum Dum. For those who don't know, Maynard is getting buffed by Fast Fingers, and it's going to be really, really fun. I already have fun playing this build. I started playing this build probably, yeah, I would say just a couple weeks, maybe a week or two after Maynard came out. And I've been enjoying it a lot. And then I found out Maynard's going to get Fast Fingers with Garden of the Witch. And I'm like, dude, this build's going to get even better. So we bring Maynard Sniper, like I said, High Velocity and Bleed. The Bleed is so much fun because it can even take out shotgunners up close, where someone is not expecting you to just be able to output that amount of damage. So they peek you with their shotgun. You know, they think they got the advantage because you're in close range, and then they start coming around the corner, boom, they get hit with 144 damage and bleed, which is just insane. What a crazy weapon. But it's going to be able to fire even faster, and then as a backup, in case your one tap one shot weapon doesn't work, right, then you can swap over to your Haymaker, start relying on its fire rate. It can shoot a lot of bullets, a lot more than Uppercut, before it runs out. It's also going down in price. So right now, it is $370, but it's going to be even cheaper in Garden of the Witch. And it can also shoot a shotgun blast. So I highly recommend checking out this build. It's really, really fun to run. It feels like you have an answer for everything, and it's only going to get better in the update. All right, those are most of the builds I'm really excited to be running when Garden of the Witch hits. This update feels like it was an update that was built for me. So get out there, have some fun, get creative with your builds. Get out there and be thinking about what your build wants to accomplish. Try to run something that you don't see other people running, and you might just stumble into a lot of fun. So I hope this inspired you to get out there and be thinking about what the update's going to hold. Get out there and have a good time in the update, guys. I'll see you out there, all right? Have a good one.